Hi, good afternoon, friends. I'm Lito Mendoza. My YouTube channel is Lito M. Cityville. I changed my channel because there are so many Lito Mendoza, about 30 of them. So I have to change it and make it more private and easy to access. So what I said yesterday, I'm a real estate broker. I call myself a real estate salesman, the salesman, investor, lessor. So for today, like yesterday, May 8th, I discussed the simple steps on how to start investing in real estate. Of course, that's the starting line. But this one, my second topic is, I prepared it already with you. So, finding the property to buy. So the second step is how to find the property you like to buy. Last time I suggested to you that you have to invest in real estate, buy real estate, and after buying several properties, you have to lease it. And then the real objective of that is this seminar or video is for you to be financially independent. So, or to have a financial freedom. Like today, we're in lockdown and we have a pandemic, so it's an advantage to you if you have your passive income, or to me, I would like to call it silent income, because everybody's using passive income. I would like to use silent income. But today, May 9, Saturday, time is about 5:45. So I would like to discuss to you finding property to buy. Okay. So how do you, if you are ready to buy, how do you really scout for properties? So like some of my friends or some of my nephews and nieces called me up and they would like to start buying house now and scouting for houses. So they go to the internet. So the internet, there are so many companies offering house and lot packages. But I suggest that you look for a reputable and well-experienced company of offering house and lot. Next time, I will ask the YouTube if ever I can mention to you the names. I have three preferred companies for you to consider. Actually, I'm not selling to you any property. I just would like to share with you my thought and my experience on real estate. So finding property to buy. The number one is, ito, I'll read for you. Most people buy real estate by talking or dealing to a real estate agent or broker. So you have to look for a property broker, a real estate broker or agent. Ask them if they have some property for sale, so you can consider. So ask them to send you the list of properties for sale. So these people who sells house and lot for sale are those in the project selling. Ang specialty nila in project selling. What's project selling? Those agents or brokers who sell house and lot packages. So as I said, you always consider the most reputable companies in our area. So after talking with your agents, and see their listings, you check your budget that suits to your check the price that suits your budget. Then after that, request your agents to bring you to the site. So once you reach the site, always take the picture of the property. Okay, and next, you can search for a property to buy by reading the classified ads, especially on Sunday. Now, very seldom our daily newspaper publish property for sale. Kukunti na, mga 2 page na lang for regular days. Pero pagka weekend, mas marami. So you look for Sunday. So the secret is every Sunday you buy the Sunday newspaper, the daily bulletin, and then look for the house for sale, and then that's it. And check the location, check the price, and when suit to your budget, you call them and set an appointment with the agent. So usually Sunday, even me, every Sunday, that's my habit to look and scan the newspaper. I usually go to the commercial properties. So in your case, you can look for the residential properties. Okay, and next, if you have time, say Saturday, Sunday, drive around and find for sale signs. Example, you are from the south, you go to Laguna area, like say Cabuyao, Calamba, of course Santa Rosa, Binyan. So you go to Binyan, Santa Rosa, Cabuyao, what's next? Calamba, Calubang. Calubang is actually a barangay of Calamba. Then you go next, what's next? Santo Tomas. Actually, Santo Tomas is where there are so many subdivisions there. Santo Tomas. San Antonio Heights, I think, is very good. Maybe I can visit that also. I would like to check that Santo Tomas housing of San Antonio, the Ayalas. Antonio Heights. I think it's very good. Malaki yun eh. So you can check some properties for sale there. And then next to Malbar, and then next is Lipa. Sa Lipa, there are so many projects in Lipa. Actually, it's before the city of Lipa. It's not within the city. There are so many projects there. You can consider for housing. There's so many clients who will be renting your property in that area. So during weekends, drive around, and you can check out those properties. Now, if you're in the east, you can go to Cainta, Taytay, Binangonan, Angono, Antipolo. So yeah, that's the suitable area if you're staying in the east area. Pero kung investment, talagang south ang if you're looking for rent or leasing, actually my objective, and always emphasize to my listeners or to my audience that your property that you intend to buy is intended for leasing, because that is where the real estate investing is all about. And then if you're from the north, so that I have also listeners, maybe I have some listeners or audience from the north. Now you consider Valenzuela, dami na eh. So you can consider Mikawayan, Marilao, ayan, and then Balagtas, and then ano ba yung next sa Balagtas? Exit. So yun, any exit dyan, basta sa exit. I've been to Balagtas, and then yung isa pa Meron ako dyan commercial yung aking mga kliyente na naparentahan ko. And then next is yung Mexico. Yan, I've been there. San Fernando. Actually, lately we've been going to Bataan. We've been going to Hermosa. So Hermosa is after Clark. Actually sa Clark pwede, kaya nga lang sa Clark mahal din ang property. If you have some cash and you have some savings in the bank, you can consider the periphery of Clark. Ano ba yung Clark? Ano ba yun? What's the periphery ng Clark? Nalimutan ko na. Basta exit ng ano. Yan. Madalas ako dyan. And then we've been going to lately after Clark, we've been going to Dinalupihan and Hermosa. Actually, modesty aside, Hermosa is a very nice location. And then I've been bringing my friends investor there, and then we made a lot of investment. Yung mga investor ko, meron akong project na commercial project na binenta doon. I invited my investors and they buy 2 hectares, 3 hectares, 1 hectare, 1 hectare, 1 hectare, 1 hectare, and then we'll put up commercial area. So yan, and then you can consider that area. Bulacan, hindi masyadong matunog yung mga Bulacan, yung kakana ka ng Santa Maria, hindi mahirap hindi masyado. Basta yung diretso ng NLEX. Drive around, look for sale sign, tanong-tanong, and then you can really kung saan ka comfortable, you can see some properties for sale. The next, you can ask your friends, relatives who knows somebody selling the property. Right now, with our situation now, maybe some of our friends, relatives, or associates might consider selling the properties because of our situation. They need maybe cash. If you have cash, so they need maybe cash. So they might sell their property at a good price. Now maybe we can haggle, or we can negotiate, not haggle, we can negotiate for a good price. If you have some relatives, you can help them buying the properties. Ganun talaga. Pag I have some experience before na I bought some properties of my friends just to help them. Then after they have the money, they buy it from me again. So ganun lang. So especially if they have some lot they would like to sell and they need the money, so I buy the lot. Then after that, when they have the money again, I sell again to them. So that's how you can help your relatives and friends. And then the next is number 5. This listing or list is my module. I use in the seminar, as I said. Whenever I'm invited by a group to talk about investing. So the next is go to the website. So yeah, you can go to the website or internet. There's so many. In fact, yung pamangkin ko nag-text ka because they saw my ads, saw my video. So they replied to me and they were touched by what I said. So they were inspired. So immediately they look for properties that they can consider. So I advise them on what project they can consider. And number 6, this one, inquire the listing of acquired asset of banks. Yeah. So this one, you can consider going to different banks and ask for their acquired assets. And then you can look, actually right now I'm looking for, sa internet lang you can see it. I'm not a techie guy, so I always ask my sons who are staying nearby our place about here in New Manila, so I can ask them to search for my acquired asset, because now in this type of situation, maybe it's good to consider investing in acquired asset. Now actually I'm now considering investing and considering this avenue of investing to acquired asset of the banks, because the banks might consider selling a good what you might call it, good price or friendly price, or because maybe not so many will buy properties, but if you have ready and you have savings, you can buy acquired assets, because also that's why I would like to consider buying acquired assets, because I have a team. I met a contractor, a young guy who's very industrious, consistent, and reliable. So I would like to help him, do some work, some repairs, so I can maintain him. He's all around. He will repair my new office in BGC. I just got a building permit for my office at BGC, and after that I will ask him to do some works of repairing acquired asset, because a little bit, just some experience, commercial properties really a little bit slow, meaning you have to buy the land, you have to prepare the plan, you have to secure the building permit, and then you have a contractor. So even it's really, actually it's a good project, but it's more may time consuming, and then may time elements. So minsan it's also hard to look for a commercial lot that you would consider. So that's why maybe at this time of lockdown, I would consider investing in acquired asset. Actually, I'm trying to look for some of my list of acquired asset. Now it's already 18 minutes, but I would like to continue my video presentation. So after looking for the area, now you can see the area, you look for the building. So there are other things you should do. You should analyze the property. So it's more on location. So location and the building itself, the house itself. So look at the property's appeal. Ito na mga consider, nakalagay ito sa mga notes ko na nanggaling sa mga research. Look at the property's appeal. The access. Yung access. Yung sinasabi ko yesterday, yung daan, ibig sabihin no, highway. When I'm saying daan, it's a highway. Of course, most of the property you gonna buy, I advise you to buy in the subdivision. I'm not recommending to you to buy an independent in the commercial or in the near I like it on the gated. I advise you to buy house and lot package in a gated subdivision. Okay, so location. Okay, in the book she always say location. So sometimes okay, Sa US books yun. Pero sa atin, location, just in application. Then you analyze whether it's really has an appeal. Look at the property's appeal, the access, whether the access is very minimal. Halimbawa, may magre-rent sa'yo. Kailangan ng empleyado, madali lang lalakad, mga 2 sakay lang. Pag 3, pwede rin. Pero usually kasi, mas maganda 2 sakay. Para from the highway to the corner, ganda na yung office na. So from example, sa Kabuyaw, o paglabas siya sa highway, sakay na naman, and then punta sa Kabuyaw, sa Calamba. Actually, sa Calamba, madalas, I'm always in Calamba, doon sa corner, sa may RSM. If everybody, RSM area, okay. So doon, the RSM restaurant, naging commercial pa, sorry. Tsaka yung Japanese restaurant doon, Ipunyari. Okay. So in that area, that's I'm very always familiarized, commercial area. So you can, that is where all the industrial park are in. So many workers, many employees. It's like a university. Paglabas, ang daming tao. So yun. So everybody should go to their works. Everybody should go out and go to their houses. So yun. Kailangan mga 2 to 3. The most 3. Pag-4, hindi na pwede. Tandaan nyo yun. Okay, so access and look for the surrounding area. Kailangan surrounding area medyo maganda. Pangit, syempre, ang appeal ng for lessee is not really suitable. And then the future potential of the property, meaning actually in real estate, you should always consider yung future potential. Ano yung future potential? Ang ibig sabihin nun, actually, ito ang number 1 sa real estate yun. Whenever you buy, okay, kailangan ng property is easy to sell. Easy to sell. Easy to sell. Yan number 1. Yan ang napag-aralan ko sa libro ng real estate. I have several books about. I have plenty. As you can see, real estate books about real estate. Bihira kasi ang libro ng real estate books. Mostly sa Amerika. Kaya now, with this lockdown, I've been ordering books already ng real estate books, and then I'll compile it and then share it to you, some salient points of that book. Pero meantime, 2 muna in order ko, baka meron pa dumating na virus na kasama so hindi ko muna mo order. So what else? So potential, so yun ang sinabi ko sa iyo, yung whenever you will buy the property, see to it that it is easy to sell. Yan ang number 1. Kasi easy to sell, access, pagka mahirap ibenta, huwag mong bibilhin. Kasi yun ang yung insurance na pagka nangailangan ng pera, sabihin, you would like to sell your property at lumipat ka sa ibang bahay. Siyempre, di ba, sabi ko, you buy, and then you want to buy, initially, starting from this one, medyo maliit lang, 2-bedroom. Tapos ginawa mong gusto mo malaki na, nakakita ka ng may pera ka na, so you buy another house. So yeah, so that's iiwanan mo yun dati, gusto mong iwanan dahil gusto mong pambayad sa gusto mo cash, binenta mo, you buy cash. So pero yung sabi ko sa inyo, you buy house, use it, and then buy another house. You might transfer there and then palis mo yung iniwanan mo. Maraming option kaya napakaraming option. Hindi ko lang maisulat ng lahat yung Isa pang option, don't overdo your house, meaning don't expand your house too big. Example, nasa subdivision ka, mostly mga kapitbahay mo 2 bedrooms, tapos nagawa ng 3 bedrooms. Usually 1 story lang, bungalow, karamihan. Ngayon, sa bagay ngayon, marami na ngayon mga 2 story slim. Yan ang mga uso ngayon. So 2 story slim. Yan ang uso, that design. Before 1990s, the design is one story, bungalow type. But ngayon, mostly, kasi mahal lupa, ang design, 2-story, and then 2 bedrooms. Kung gusto mong magawa ng bedroom sa baba na. And this is, remember this is the also a key in real estate. Tandaan mo, don't overexpand your house. Example, why? Sa isang subdivision, mga 2 bungalow lang, tapos nagpagawa ka ng 2-story, ginawa mong 4 bedroom, 5 bedroom, laki. Ikaw ang pinamakalaking bahay doon sa lugar. So, yan ang tawag na overexpansion. In the future, if you want to sell the house, nanawa ka na. You want to sell the house, walang bibili niya, bihira. Meron bibili pero mahirap ibenta. That's what we call overexpansion. Kapitbahay mo, puro maliliit. So, ikaw, bibili ka ba doon? Ang kapitbahay mo, di puro maliliit. Siyempre, hindi mo makaranggo na yun. Kung if you have money now, go to the area, nakarango ng iyong ng personality mo. Because, as what I said, buy a house, condo, townhouse. So, nag-improve na yung, yung, ang tawag niya kasi, yung bang portfolio ng assets Oh, you build your wealth. I don't want to mention the wealth because there's, I don't want to mention the word wealth kasi parang yabang ang dating. So, asset. So, if you build your asset, you have already mga about 6 to 7 to 10 house. And then you usually ang tendency paganda yung bahay niya. So, yung mga kapitbahay ko, mga townhouse sila pinaganda. So, tatanong sila. So, bakit? Ba't ako hindi nag-repair? Ikaw, bakit hindi ka nag-repair ng bahay mo? Sabi ko, hindi. Why should I repair? Ba't ko babaguhin? Hindi ko pinabago ang bahay ko. Bibili na lang ako ng ibang property, yun na lang. And then, ang advice ko sa nila, bakit ka? Ba't mo overdo yung bahay mo? Di lumipat ka na lang kung gusto mo. Lipat ka na lang kung may pera ka, lumipat ka sa magandang subdivision, lumipat ka sa Valle Verde. Kasi I'm here in New Manila. So, lumipat ka ng Valle Verde if you have really money. What I'm saying is, if you are you improve your financial capabilities already, you can move out and be with the same level of your friends. Hindi yung doon ka sa isang subdivision, ang ganda ng bahay mo. Kasi yun yun ang aking natutunan sa real estate. Why? Because number one, it's very hard to sell. Number two, mababa lang ang valuation niya sa bangko. Number three, it's an offensive to your neighbors. Parang neighbors mo, puro mga maliliit lang. Parang ganun. So, yun ang So, that's 2 things ngayon ang advice ko. So, kung bibili ng property na location, kailangan madaling ibenta. Of course, yung lugar, magandang environment, magandang location, and then number 2, don't overdo your improvements. Usually, remember I told you I bought some properties in Santa Rosa near the Paseo de Santa Rosa, nearby that area. Kung mga lilitong nakikita mo yung sa nga yung SLEX doon? Expressway yun? Bagong expressway?
Tiplex. Tiplex.
Hindi, doon sa Santa Rosa.
Calax.
Yung Calax. You know the Calax? Right now, the Calax, yun. Yung malalapit sa Calax na yun, napakaganda ngayon. So, doon sa banda ron. Yung Calax, punta mo doon. So, yun, malapit doon. Nakikita mo yung mga bahay doon. Meron pa rin mga for sale doon. Kaya lang, mahal na ngayon. Dati, benta lang dyan. 1.5, 2 million. Maybe now, 3.5, 5 million. Maybe. Kaya lang, mga for sale doon, mga dilapidated na yung mga property ng investor na hindi ginalaw, bulok-bulok na. Doon, before I used to buy a lot. I used to buy their mga bahay, then I repair it. Ginagawa ko lang ng garahe, gino-covered ko yung garahe. Lalagyan ko ng maid's quarter na malaki para pwedeng, kasi 2 bedroom lang eh. Usually it's 2 bedroom, so you make it 3 bedroom. So yung garahe, and then maid's room na malaki, hindi yung maid's room na maliit. Parang panlalaki na panlalaki, pwedeng katulong, mga bago pa lang. So yan. And then yung harap, gagawin kong parang azotea. Daling bilhin. Meantime, pinarerenta ko muna yon. So, pararenta ko lang. And then, after that, after so many years, ang dami mga tenant doon. Sabihin, Sa Mendoza, bilhin ko na naman ang property mo. So, naging, ay mga empleyado yan ng mga big factories doon. So, yan. Yung iba, binenta na natin. So, ngayon, analyzing the property, nawawala na tayo sa location. And then, next is the condition. Analyzing the property, the next is condition. Anong condition ng property? Anong re-repair? Consider the appeal, needed repairs, and functionality. How much it will cost to bring the property up to your standard? Yun. Usually, what I do nga, magbibili ako ng 2 bedroom, luma, hindi naman luma, parang hindi pa tapos, bare lang. So, karamihan kasi mga starting para mas mura na, para to mas mura ang property, you have to buy 2 bedrooms lang na. Tapos lalagyan mo ng attic yun, lalagyan mo ng attic. So, 2 bedrooms sa baba, lalagyan mo ng attic, adi ano na yun. So, 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms sa baba, sala, and then attic, lalagyan mo ng attic, so naging 3 bedrooms na yun. And then sa baba pa yung sa maid's quarter, lagyan mo ng maid's quarter ang tawag, pero malaki. Tandaan yun, kaya gagawa ng maid's quarter na maliit, kung may chance din lang malaki na, kasi yan ang sikreto eh. Tsaka paltan mo yung mga toilet bowl, maganda. Paltan mo na medyo may pangalan. And then that's it. Kasi minsan ngayon uso walang maid. Minsan uso na rin sa mga na wala silang maid. So 2 anak, 3 anak. Isang babae o 2 babae, isang lalaki. So ang lalaki usually doon nakatira sa tabi ng garage. Pero malaki ang room niya. Ngayon, kung katulong naman yon, malaki, swerte ng katulong. Hindi naman swerte. It's good for you dahil makakapamalan siya, maluwang, maganda yung damit mo. So, yun. Tapos sa harap, gawin mo ng yung pinaka-open area doon. Usually, ginagawang garden yun eh. So, usually, pagka sa mga 2 bedroom units, lagyan mo ng canopy, tsaka magandang tile sa harap. Tapos, yun na. Yun ang kanilang sala o guest visitors area. Yun na yung pinaka-azotea. Ang ganda. So, yun. Kaya nga lang yun. Di na magawa ngayon. So, this time, maybe I'll consider again doing this para mabilis ang turnover. Minsan, paghahanap ng commercial, tagal eh. Nakainip. So, okay, so condition of the property. Consider the appeal, needed repairs and functionality, how much it will cost to bring the property up to your standard. So yeah, analyze mo, pointahin mo kung magkano magagastos mo. So pakontrata mo or labor lang ang kontrata, matiyas sa'yo. And then the next is one of the parts of the analyzing the property is the value. So you check the value, consider the asking price, consider your offer price, the potential for future appreciation. Actually, one of your income generation at dito is your income appreciation. Mag-appreciate ng property, hawakan mo ng mga 1 year, 2 years, parentahan mo. Yun. Mga dating mga 1.5 million mong property, 2 million mo, baka ngayon mga 6 million na. So, consider value. Check the value. Consider the asking price, your offering price, the potential for future appreciation. Are you paying the market price or below the market price? You can check some neighbors now or the association. You go to the association, owners association, you check kung magkano ng mga billion ngayon ng mga bahay doon, and you'll see whether you're buying at the correct price or lower than the market price. Siyempre, pataas na pataas, hindi mo na mahabol ang pressure. So, whether it's a market price or below the market price. Okay, next, under the property, analyzing the property, amenities. So, yeah. Amenities, what comes with the property that adds value? What comes with the property that adds value? Magandang landscape, yeah. Baka makita buhay pa, magandang landscape o magandang parking or minsan malaki ang daan. Importante tingnan niyo yung malaking daan sa subdivision. Minsan kasi ang liit ng ang liit ng daan eh. Pagka maliit ang daan, hindi ako masyadong excited pag maliit ang daan. Yung hirap na hirap yung dalawang kotse magsasalubong. Wala yan, mahirap. Hindi yan attractive. Always consider malaki ang daan. Mga more than 6 meters lagi ang yung daan or 7 plus di yan ang tandaan nyo. Pag titingnan nyo pala yung park, yung roads. Yung main road malaki, usually it's about 8 or 12 main road entrance. Pagdating na sa loob, minsan maliliit lang 5 lang. Pag 5 lang, mahirap. Bakit? Kasi pag ang mga kotse nag-park na, yung magkapit-bahay mo, magkapit-bahay kayo, darating araw, mga tigda 2-3 kotse na kayo doon. Hindi lang 3, isa 4 na kotse. Wala nang maparkan, lahat sa kotse sa harap ng bahay nakapark doon. So yan, hindi na makadaan kayo ngayon. Meron ng iringan ng mga kapitbahay. Look for a developer who offers wide roads. Number 1 yan. So what comes with the property that adds value? Yung usually kasi yung recreational, kung malapit, yung kayong clubhouse, there's a clubhouse, may swimming pool, merong ngayon pagka mga subdivision meron. Kaya nga lang minsan hindi maintain ang clubhouse kasi mahina ang homeowners association, hindi masyadong maintain hindi nag-improve yung what you call this, landscaping, yung gym, yung pool, yung mga rides. Pero kung maganda, it adds value to your property. Tsaka kung sometimes kung malapit sa guardhouse, hindi mo kalapit din, malapit-lapit lang, madaling hanapin. Importante yung madaling hanapin. Pagpasok mo sa guard, madaling hanapin. Yan ang mga points na titingnan nyo. Pasok nyo sa guard, pagtanong sa guard dyan, saan ba yung ganito? Yan lang. Mahirap yung location ng property mo. Kakanan ka dito, kakaliwa ka doon, kakanan ka dito, kakaliwa ka doon, kakanan. Mahirap yan. Kasi, bakit? Yung magre-rent sa'yo, sasakay ng tricycle. Minsan, walang tricycle na sa loob ng subdivision, maglalakad. So, hirap. So, yung mga bata, mga estudyante, mga magre-rent. Hirap, kaya kailangan medyo malapit. Pagdating sa guardhouse, meron pa ba? So, yun. Pagdating sa guardhouse, meron pang And then, next, analyzing the property, income potential. So yan, income potential. Is the property leasable? O yun, Yeah, sabi ko. Is the property currently leased at below or above market range? What is the rate of lease there? Tatanong mo sa homeowners association. Kaibiganin mo na. Kuhanin mo ng telepono ng homeowners, tawagan mo na sa telepono. Tapos kaibiganin mo, pasyal mo doon, kaibigan mo. Alam mo nung yan ang style ko. Nalagyan ko ng kinakaibigan ko homeowners association secretary, may secretary doon. So, tawagan ka pag merong available for sale doon, tatawagan ka. Yun. Yan ang mga sikreto. Befriend the homeowners association is office staff. Sikreto yan. Iba kasi kinakagalit eh. Bragging, huwag mo kailangan medyo kaibiganin, medyo humble effect muna. Huwag mo masyado may pambili ka ng kasi medyo aangasan mo agad. Kailangan be friendly. Tapos tatawagin ka dyan. Dito lang sa amin eh. Kaya modesty aside. Kaya dito sa townhouse complex, medyo malaki din yung townhouse complex. Yung roads namin dito malaki, kahit dalawang lumaan. Hindi ito yung lumang townhouse itong amin eh. Kaya ito yung lumang townhouse, kaya malalaki ang roads, one way. We're about more than 100 units, so paikot. And then very comfortable, ang daming parking. So, number one, yung parking kasi. Balang araw, baka maging 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yung kotse mo, hindi mo ma-park. So, yeah. Kailangan. So, yun, kung kaibigan mo homeowners, pagka nakatira ka sa homeowners, so, tawagan ka, Sir Mendoza, yung pinagbibili mong bahay dito, ganito. Kailangan ng pera. O, yun. Kaya, yun ang mga advantage. And that's why befriend the secretary or the staff of the homeowners association. And then para malaman mo pati kung malalaman mo kung tama ang presyo, baka mali ang presyo. So yan. Kaya to me, that's why in our complex here I have about several units here. 4 units actually. Pagka may available, tawagan ako ng mga owners yung bibili sa iyo. And then ay palagay ko muna habang wala pang gagamit. And then when my children get married, so yun, leave sila. So yun. Kaya that's why the secret of a successful investor is to be friendly with those people who might be a connection. And what else? What improvements will be necessary to maximize income potentials? Ayun, sinabi ko sa inyo, lagyan mo ng yung tawag nun, attic, tsaka yung maid's quarter, kailangan extra room. Whenever I present it to my clients, sabi ko, you have an extra room here. Hindi ko sinasabi yung maid's quarter. Kasi kailangan malaki. Kung kasi yung isang double deck, tsaka maluwang na pwedeng mamalansya, tsaka yung mga linens, o yung mga laundry na doon. Para mas ayos siya. Yun ang sikreto. And then meron siyang sarili. Hindi dapat ang CR dapat hindi private, kailangan nasa labas. Gagawa ka ng expansion. Yung CR ng ladies hindi ka dapat nasa loob, dapat nasa labas para pag may driver ka, pwede yung driver can use it or either pwede what improvements will be necessary to maximize income potentials. So yung kitchen pala, kami niya kasi yung mga kitchen napakaliit sa 2-bedroom package. So gawa ka ng kitchen sa likod, malayo, gawa mo ng malaking kitchen covered, and then that will increase your rentals. And then ito pa, another question, is the property saleable? Oh yeah, it should be saleable because malapit sa guardhouse, madaling puntahan, and then malinis, functional, yun lang. Papinturahan ng puti para maliwanag kung ano kulay. Kung masyadong napakadilim na kulay, kailangan maliwanag na kulay, lagyan mo ng ilaw na magaganda. Yung mga magandang mumurahing chandeliers, o yan, para magmukha talagang, at ano ba usually nilalagay, and then usually mga ilaw, magaganda, mga switch, palatan ng maganda switch kung gusto mo. Yeah, and then kung pangit ang tiles, papalitan mo ng tiles. Yun lang, to add value to your property. And then dami pala, no, analyzing the property, functional obsolescence. How is the property laid out? Yun, minsan kasi hindi functional. Use it. Does it work for your intended purpose? Yeah. And would a prospective tenant or buyer like what they will see? Oh, yun. Basta sa una pa lang, kung mag-ayos ka ng halimbawa, acquired asset o bago, makita mo, pangit ang tiles na unahan. Bumili ka ng mamahaling tiles sa unahan lang. Tsaka palitan mo yung master's bedroom, palitan mo ng magandang toilet and bathroom. Yeah. Palitan mo ng branded. Huwag yung mga mumurahing imported na China made na toilet bowl. And then ako usually I recommend yung toilet bowl sa side ng flush, hindi yung sa gitna. Alam mo kung bakit? Kasi yung gitna, dali mo sira. Pag nasira, tatawag sa'yo, sira yung ano mo, complain, mahina yung ano mo. So bumili ka ng flush na yung sa side, still very functional. Pag yung sa gitna, pag napalakas yung ano yun, sisira, so yun, might call you, sabihin mahina yung ano mo, toilet bowl mo. So kasi yung side madaling bumili ka lang sa hardware ng module, madaling palitan. Yung gitna, mahirap magpalit, di alam mo. So sometimes hindi siya sturdy. Dalawa yun, isang malakas at mahina. So these are some of my points in my experience as a lessor. Meron pa ba? I'll check whether there's still next time I'll explain to you on the financing of the property. I'll discuss to you on how to finance it and how you will buy it, and then what will you check. Nga pala, importante, hindi ko pa na-interview. Bago ako bumili yan, checkin mo. Yeah. So meantime, it's about 48 minutes. Medyo matagal na. Mahaba na. Thank you very much. And I hope this my second video will be of help to you. Those I might not be so very formal, but what I'm explaining to you is really actual experience of mine in the real estate. So that I can help those aspiring buyer who would like to have their first house, and those who already houses, or those who already have their own house, maybe to improve their financial income, silent income, to have a silent income, and to become absolutely, the objective is to have a financial, what we call it in the book, financial freedom or financial independence. Thank you very much, and good evening.